Hi, good morning. I'm Mayse Nycole and I'm going to discuss to you about the summary of the documented film of the Raiders of the Sulu Sea. First, let me introduce to you the contributors of this film. The first one is Isla Gloria B. Estrada. She is one of the Zamboanga City's premier artists, a true Filipina painter and sculptor. She writes a weekly arts column and she does extensive research in the arts and culture of the Zamboanga. The second one is Dr. Samuel Tan, a historian in the National Historical Institute. And the third one is Professor Barbara Watson Andaya, a historian in the National University of Singapore. And the fourth one is Dr. Julius Bautista, historian in Asia Research Institute and National University of Singapore. And the last one is Dr. Margarita Cuanco, who researched the history of Sana Insulu Archipelago. A short story about the Raiders of the Sulu Sea. It is a historiography documentary film depicting the Southeast Asia flourishing free trading in the area. Adverse effect or retaliation when Spaniards wanted to control the economy as well as to colonize and Christianize, depicting how the Spaniards defended the city with Fort Pilar. Showed what was claimed then as pirates of the Sulu Sea from Mindanao, and how the raiders were actually plying their trades before enduring the Spanish colonization of the Philippines. There are three Muslim tribes during this time. The raiders are made up of warrior and raiding tribes, Samal Balangingi, Ilanon, and Tausog. The three tribes are not really pirates during the times they were plying their trade of capturing people and selling them as slave. Slave trading was business then. It is legal, guys, legal noon. And they were not trading ships in the high seas. What they did was go and land in different shores posing as fishermen without any warning. They draw their 1 meter long swords, it is called barong, and take as many slaves as they can. Once they capture the slave, they put an hole sa palm nila. Then they put on strings, ganyan, or basta, tas makikita naman dyan sa pictures. So, then, sunod-sunod na yan. Kung ilan yung nakuha nila, ganun din yung gagawin nila sa iba. Slave raiding was lawful nga. Yun nga yung sinabi ko kanina, it is legal in the Philippines before the entrance of the Western powers. It was still practiced among the tribes before the arrival of the Western powers. At hindi lang itong tatlong ito ang gumagawa, or hindi lang itong three Muslim tribes ang gumagawa nito noon, like the slave raiding. May iba ring tribes ang gumagawa, pero nakafocus tayo dito sa tatlong tribes na to. Okay? The documentary focuses on the fights of the slave raiders and the Spanish Islam against the conquerors and imposed beliefs. Dito naman tayo, ancient maritime vessels, Lanong, Garay, Salisipan. Dagdag kaalaman, ang mga Muslim tribes, the three tribes are expert of doing these things. The Lanong, Garay, and Salisipan. Kasi ginagamit nila ito sa slave raiding or sa business nila. And ginagamit din ito sa war. Okay? Let me discuss to you first what is Lanong. What is Lanong? Lanong is the large outrigger warship used by the Iranon and the Bangingi people. Pero mas ginagamit ito ng mga Iranon, okay? Specialized for naval battles, were prominently used for piracy and slave raids from the mid-18th century to the early 19th century in the most of Southeast Asia. The second one is Garay. What is Garay? Garay is traditional native worship of the Bangingi people in the Philippines. Ito naman, Garay is mas ginagamit ito ng Bangingi people, used for piracy by the Bangingi and Iranian people against unarmed trading ships and raids on coastal settlement and the regions surrounding the Sulu Sea. The name Garay means scattered or wanderer in the Samal language of the Bangingi. It is were smaller, faster, and more maneuverable than the Iranian Lanong warships. And the last one is salisipan, auxiliary vessels. Usually part of the fleets with large motherships like Pangahava, Garay, or Lanong warships. Among Malays, this type of boat is used as boat of war or passenger boat, often used by the Iranian and Bangingi people of the Philippines for piracy and for raids on coastal areas. Okay, let's go into ancient weapon of the Muru people. Okay, dito naman tayo sa ancient weapon of the Muru people. The first one is Morcrist, the second one is Kampilan, and the third one is Barong. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, ginagamit nila yung 1 meter long sword na ginagamit nila sa slave raiding or sa business nila. Okay? Let me first introduce to you or discuss to you what is Morcrist. The first one is Morcrist. Morcrist is a weapon of warfare and ceremony. These are not only carried by slaves raiders into battles but also by nobles and high-ranking officials of the Southern Sultanate. Double-edged with either smooth or wavy blades. Okay, bakit sa research, according to my research, bakit wavy? Para pag sinaksak mo sa tao, mas madaling mahugot o mas marami kang mapapatay, right? Ginagamit to kasi sa war, okay? The second one is Kampilan, longest sword used by the Ilanons. It is heavy, single-edged sword, often adorned with hair to make it look even intimidating. At the tip of this blade, andyan, makikita nyo, a projecting blunt side was used to pick up the head of decapitated body. Okay, gets? Kaya let's go to the third one, Barong. Barong is deadly weapon sword used by the Tausug warriors. Ginagamit rin ito sa yung sinabi ko kanina, slave raids, with single-edged leaf blade made of thick tempered steel, used to enclose hand-to-hand battle to cut Spanish firearms down. Okay, that is the fourth pillar, protections against the three tribes. They want to colonize and Christianize the people there. And ayaw ng mga tribes to, kaya nagka-war, okay? Ang mga gamit, barrel, tas may shields pa, may the fourth pillar, protections, sila. Yung mga Morocris, Kampilan, Barong, yun lang yung gamit. Tas may mga rin naman, shields. Like what they call this. Basta meron, ipapakita ko na lang dyan. And then natalo ang mga tribes, the three tribes. Ang ginawa ng Bangingi para hindi masakop, ito yung father, mother, anak. The mother will kill yung anak. And ito, papatayin yung asawa. Tapos ito, papatayin sarili. May mga nag-surrender din naman. May mga nagsasabing, hindi sila pirates kasi they are just fighting for their freedom. Okay? Yun lang yung nalalaman ko, but I will add na lang if may idadagdag ako. Thank you!